Ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
In Rubric 2, I'm playing as Jaze. Other than that, I'm also the director, together with my partner Jerry. He's co-directing it.
For Rule Breakers 2, right, I'm more of the cameraman and the cinematographer and QC and editing.
My character is called the Rebel from the previous Rule Breakers 1, and what he is he's a good kid. He does really well in school. Well, he was doing really well in school. He's got a rebellious attitude, but he really just wants to break dance and...
Sup, my name is James. My character in the Rule Breakers 2 is called the Slacker. Basically, he's a student who doesn't like to study. He likes to take selfies. Actually, he's a very caring and nice guy in school.
Hi, I'm Shenwen, and I play the big boss at Rule Breakers 2. I think my character is the biggest scum you can find on the earth because he does everything from selling drugs to students, from kidnapping teachers, threatening them with knives.
It's basically a bad guy who's involved in drugs, kidnapping, things of that situation. Basically, you're good old all-around American ass-kicker guy.
Basically, the story about Rule Breakers 2 is that there's a bunch of students who are fighting among themselves in the first Rule Breakers 1, and then in the Rule Breakers 2, when their teacher becomes kidnapped, these people have to learn about teamwork to save their teacher now. So the tables have turned. Instead of fighting against themselves, they now fight stronger opponents to rescue their teacher.
Rule Breakers 2 have more fight scenes. There are like tougher flips, tougher action, more skills involved. We actually also scouted more different locations, more unique locations. Like we have a warehouse this time, we go to the streets this time.
In Rule Breakers 2, the level is definitely much different because this time around we moved to a warehouse. The tougher challenge is that we have more fighters this time. Like we actually fight 3 bigger size opponents.
This is our second day now. You know, lots of action sequences, lots of violence, you know, lots of the fun stuff that people want to go see.
The difference between Rule Breakers 2 and Rule Breakers 1 is that in Rule Breakers 1 my uniform didn't get torn like this, but in Rule Breakers 2 my uniform is definitely gonna... But I think we're bigger and better, and we got some guys from The Wanted who joined us. We got Samuel, who's behind the camera right now. We've got Albert, we've got Sean, and we've got Xianwen, who you might have seen in the meatball video that I did. And Miss Huang is back again, looking.
I actually know James for quite a while, and then I just got to know Eden and Jaze in the previous Rule Breakers. I think they are pretty fun to hang out with.
Hi guys, I'm Albert. As working with them, I tell you, it's cool and awesome because I basically watched Rule Breaker 1. I've never come across with anything doing all action films. Well, of course, I'm passionate when they actually asked me, actually a friend of mine, James. We got in together and we started filming, we started going through choreographing, and
Actually, we meet up to choreo because there's a lot of space there.
there's lots of like punches and heavy throwing and thoughts of carrying each other in different ways.
That's how I get to know them, and they are really fun to work with.
So I feel that in Singapore there's a lack of action scenes. As I said, for JKH film, that's why I asked them to collaborate with us this time. And other than that, at first, when me and Jerry started out doing our first video called The Battle of the Sticks, we just wanted to try something with visual effects.
I saw the video of Jace and James doing Battle of the Sticks, which we were a really big fan of, and so I decided to get hold of Jace. I actually did this meatball video with Xianwen, about 2 guys fighting over a meatball.
We saw his video, the last meatball, then we thought that it would be great.
Since you guys are doing action, we're doing action, and we're both doing it in a positive way.
We thought that it would be great that we could do a collaboration. So we decided to use a school team because we thought that that would be more relatable. And at first the title is called Classic Fight. Then we thought that it's too cliche, so we decided to use the rule breakers. Basically, the idea is just student fighting. One of the crazy ideas is the one that stop motion. The stop motion whereby they fight and then you see the whiteboard animation.
And then I got the pleasure of meeting Eden, who was famous for What Bananas, as some of you have known. I got the pleasure of meeting JKHH Films as well, who was well known for one of their latest short films, The Wanted, which got more than 40,000 views in YouTube.
I think compared to The Wanted, they planned out their thing more professionally and they have better camera angles, because first when you film The Wanted, you're just still camera. They have all the choreographies planned out and the schedules and even the storyboard.
Fighting with them is definitely a clash of styles. You know, they're a little bit smaller and not as strong as I am, so they got to make up for it in different ways, whereas mine is more of a smash mouth type style with a bit of karate and martial arts mixed in too.
What you see them as a character on scene is different from behind. Fighting each other, actually you can see some of the behind the scenes, like Shawan is like, he's using his knife and just cutting all the cardboards around the warehouse, man.
Working with Eden is always fun because he brings that raw physicality to it and intensity to the fight scenes. So like, fighting with him on screen is really fun.
Three, two, one, action. Cut.
Yo, there's no time.
Action happening throughout the whole video. Careful, man. Action.
Yo, James, guess who I am?
I hope Rule Breakers 2 will be even more successful than the first one. I hope they get more viewership and all of us can have a great time working together again.
The fight scenes are really good. It's well choreographed and really nicely planned.
I hope that through Rule Breakers 2, more people can see the effort that we put in and more people can see that Singapore, we also can create our own action film.
From the premiere and on the YouTube screening, we hope that we'll get sponsored and we can do something more crazy.
No, we appreciate your support. No, it's been quite overwhelming to see how people have been supporting our film. I'm really looking forward to not only just this film, but what other people will do in response to that.
And I really do hope that it's something that you feel entertains you, makes you happy, and it's something that inspires you.
It's a wrap!